Poksol? Really? Poksol? This amount of snow is nice snow actually. This is cute. This is nice. Winter in Montreal lasts around 6-7 months. Our house didn't have electricity anymore, so we had to go to my mother's. Regularly -30, -35, -40 sometimes. When you feel like the weather is crazy in here, just think about Canada. So this today, as you can see, is probably the day that Korea is gonna have the most snow this year. Look around. Right? I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't. And this is a good amount of snow. I agree. But to a Canadian, honestly, it's kind of cute. Poksol? Really? Poksol? Sorry to be that guy, but I thought pok is like supposed to be something extreme, you know, like poksol, like a storm or something. But this is just snow. Like, I don't know. I'm not even ethnically Canadian or European myself. My parents are Lebanese. Although there's no desert in Lebanon, it's a Mediterranean weather. So I'm not genetically made for winters, let's say. But I was born and raised in Canada, and I'm very used to snow, right? And this amount of snow is nice snow actually. This is cute. This is nice. You guys can play in the snow, you know, kids can have fun. This doesn't require some alert on my phone telling me to be careful. Like, I don't know. Koreans often boast that they have 4 distinct seasons. Well, this is winter, right? This is normal. So I don't see it really as a storm or anything special, to be honest. However, if you go on social media, every time there's a little snow that comes down, you know, everybody starts to make videos about how crazy the amount of snow is insane, etc., etc. Like, guys, in Canada and maybe in Russia and other countries, we experience regularly -30, -35, -40 sometimes. The trees literally, and my wife can attest to it because she was in Montreal when it happened. All the trees froze one shot. There were outage all over the city because trees have fallen over the electrical lines. This is a storm. This is disastrous. Our house didn't have electricity anymore, so we had to go to my mother's, and the traffic lights weren't working in the streets. It was really like hell, honestly. Ice everywhere, so many car accidents. Like, yeah, I would call that poksol, and this just sol, if possible. I know I'm sounding a bit arrogant right now, and but it's just for fun, right? I'm just poking fun at Korean culture to make things a bit more interesting, you know. I thought you guys might want to have the perspective of a Canadian to Korean winter, so there you have it. I brought my winter boots from Canada, and I haven't used them once. And my 장모님, my mother-in-law, when she saw them, she was like, "What is that? Why do you need that?" And that was kind of funny to me. And they've been just sitting in the corner of the balcony for months now. I recently had a small role in a music video where I was a construction worker, so they asked me to bring my boots if I had some, so at least they were useful for that. Also on YouTube and social media, there are a lot of other foreigners who are really impressed with the amount of snow in Korea. That most of the foreigners that live in Korea come from other parts of Asia or Southeast Asia mostly. So for them it's really special, right? To see snow in general. I think they would like it for a few days and then realize that it's actually cold. You know, snow is not just pretty, but it's actually cold. I would encourage them to come to Canada and see what real snow looks like. Meters of snow up to here. Cars completely under the snow. Ice on the cars, like you can't even brake it. You know, you need to really let the car on for a long time before you can even break the ice on it. This is the normal lifestyle of a Canadian during the snow. 와, 너무 커. No, my wife came for her first winter in Canada, and it was so different than what she expected. So much snow, and she got a little bit depressed, honestly. Often when you think of Canada, you think of the beautiful nature and stuff. In that case, it was just a lot of snow in the city. So yeah, maybe it wasn't as cool as she expected. A lot of immigrants that come to Canada, honestly, they cannot really get used to it, to the amount of snow, and especially to the long period of winter. Winter in Montreal lasts around 6-7 months, and the days are short, and it's really cold. if you don't do winter-related activities, you get bored and you get depressed. But people from Quebec, people from Canada, they really enjoy the snow, and they have developed like a whole lifestyle centered around snow, going to ski, going to skate, a lot of different activities, having a cabin in the woods, you know, gathering around the fireplace, etc. There's a lot of activities that you can do in Canada when you try to adapt to the culture. But the culture is really centered around winter. You cannot avoid it in Canada. So yeah, so next time when you feel like the weather is crazy in here, just think about Canada. I think I might receive some hate because of this video, but hey, please understand that I'm not really like this. I'm trying to take the role of the Canadian cocky guy, right? But at the same time, I have to say that I'm in Cheonan right now, so maybe in Seoul or more north. I think if you go to Gangwon-do, pretty northeast, possibly the weather will be similar to Montreal, I feel like. Anyways, guys, if you've enjoyed this little banter of mine, please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.